Wonderful. So, Johnny, the Met have a well-publicised journey towards the cloud. It's in kind of published strategies you mentioned. And there's also kind of reference in that strategy to therefore moving to that kind of data-centric security posture, protecting the data where it was rather than relying on perimeter controls. What can you tell us about the journey and what you want to revisit in terms of your security controls approaches you've considered as part of that?
Yeah, so I think you mentioned that. So the cyber strategy is available on the Met's public website. Distrust the asset and trust the data is one of the very first kind of principles. So the Met's been on a journey, a cloud-based journey, started probably back in 2017. So we've got some public internet, so we've got a presence in Azure, so we run services out of the data centers. So really important about the IP addressing range and what services are there, so you're kind of constrained. But if you wanted burst capability suddenly dynamically, it's difficult to do. So if I said, actually, I want to stand a particular service up on consuming services from AWS, and we saw the thing that happened in UK Cloud earlier this year, and suddenly those services shifted to AWS, and so there's a different access model for my users. I'm going to handle that. So I think, as you said, if there's an enforcement piece that can build things dynamically from a policy-based perspective, one of the things we look at, we've got, we're a UK-based force, but my colleague will know that we've got ex-colleagues. Sorry, we've got services outside the UK. We've got people that operate around the world, and so they, naturally they're tromboning their traffic back in. You're funneling it through those physical assets, and then you say, actually, I'm terminate that traffic on a device, and you've got access to this service in a data center. So from a cloud perspective, I can't do that kind of type of control. So I really need to think about actually, right? So I've got a device here today. That device is going out tomorrow, right? So actually, I need to change the posture checking, or I need something that actually is pretty kind of dynamic. So I think for us, it needs a bit more of a maturity-based approach. We'll get there, but I think access and the dynamic style of access and where our people are probably makes it a bit more difficult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I hope that makes sense.
Absolutely.